Morrowind is an ancient land, covered in the forgotten scars of eras past, of battles lost, of people and cultures long since past. In no region is this more evident than in that scorching land of fire, the Malag Amur, where ruins rise against a backdrop of ragged mountains, and ancient crevices promise descent into forsaken realms, lost to the eyes of man and myth. What secrets there are to find here, what discoveries there are to be made, deep in those hollowed places of Nirn. One such cavernous delve promises stories to be told, and mysteries to be revealed, for those who dare to venture deep. For our mod of the day today is From Wind into Stone by Ran Mathy, a unique dungeon mod originally released for the 2024 Morrowind Modathon modding competition. In a year with an unparalleled number of new dungeon mod releases, you may be forgiven for missing this hidden gem from Ran Mathy. But rest assured, it promises a memorable and exciting adventure for those explorers of the rough and wild Malag Amur. Deep in the Foyer de Ashradan, through a river of fire, one can stumble upon a new cavern. One that looks innocuous enough at first glance. But the deeper you delve, you'll realize there's far more than what's on the surface, with a splendid drop of verticality that'll lead you down into the heart of this mod's content. And, fair warning, you'll want to bring a few potions of levitation and water breathing. And some mark and recall spells wouldn't hurt, for the way back out will be quite a trek indeed. At the bottom of this great pit is a tomb, lost to the vestiges of time, half buried and forgotten, with halls and corridors filled with rubble from the passing of untold eons. And here is where the story begins, for through a series of message boxes, you'll learn the memories of the people who once dwelled here, their ultimate fate, and their destruction. These Velothi-styled chambers are hardly the end of the dungeon, merely a passing chapter of the story yet to be told. For as you delve deeper, you'll venture into still yet more ancient catacombs, with a maze of hollowed halls and simple puzzles for you to solve. A new task set built for this mod, these vast passageways are an atmospheric excursion, with keys for you to find to unlock still hidden chambers, with animated stone doors opening upon ancient burial crypts. And through these chambers, you'll learn yet more pieces of the story. From lava-filled chambers to tombs to ancient halls and a vast labyrinth of star-studded caves, the story will unfold the further you go. And at the end of your journey, you'll uncover new artifacts and new memories of a cataclysm, told and retold through the passing of wind into stone. This is a really neat and unique dungeon mod, one that forgoes most of the typical hack-and-slash elements of the typical dungeon delve, and instead embraces, as the author puts it, more of a walking sim feel. But it is a beautifully crafted experience, one that I'm trying really hard not to spoil too much. There were a lot of dungeon mods released for the 2024 Morrowind Modathon, and this one might have gotten just a bit lost in the shuffle, but I would highly recommend checking it out for yourself. It is a quality mod with a quality story to be told, and it really is just best experience for yourself. But that's it for today's mod of the day. So, as always, I've been your host, Golf Guy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.